I'm thinking to do something else other than the autopilot if they are not there. Identity synchronization, configuring enrollment. Okay. Automatic enrollment, creating deploying policies. So creating and deploying configuration policies, have we covered it or it is still left?
Sorry, which one?
Creating and deploying configuration policies.
No, we haven't done. We
Yeah.
just, I think it did like an overview, but not like in
Hmm,
detail.
hmm, hmm, hmm. So configuration policies. So what is the configuration policy? What do you understand by the configuration policy? Anyone? Four people are there. Means three people are there. Okay. So configuration policy, guys, it is the feature or settings that we apply on the devices to enable or disable something. So Microsoft Intune includes settings and features you can enable or disable on different devices with your organization. These settings and features are added to configuration profiles. So they are known as the configuration profiles, or we call it configuration policy as well. So these are the platforms which are managed by Intune, and on these platforms only the policies can be deployed. And there are some configuration settings that are unique to each platform. Means there are only particular settings that you can apply on Android and iOS, iPads, macOS, and Windows. So it's also common to have many devices profiles for each platform, ranging from antivirus settings to custom settings. Okay, so there are configuration policies as well which can be applied on all the platforms, that are like certificate policies or antivirus policy or pin password policy. So these type of policy are getting applied to all the set of the devices. So when profile is ready, you use Intune to apply or assign the profile to user groups or device groups. I'll be sharing this so that you can also go through it. Why configuration policies are required? So it is mainly just to require manage and manage the settings in the devices which are managed by organization, and manage the compliance as well in the organization. So there is one tip that we have. If you manage on-premise devices using Microsoft Configuration Manager, so do you know about Configuration Manager?
That
Anyone?
is SEC.
Yeah, that is SCCM. Configuration Manager, that is SCCM. Then you can use co-management to cloud attach your premises devices. With co-management, your managed Windows client device will, with Configuration Manager and Microsoft Intune, you can create the device profile and policies you need in Intune based on policies you currently have in Configuration Manager. So open paint. I forgot to explain about the configuration manager. Okay, so this is the configuration manager, how co-management is being done. Okay, this is configuration manager. Here it is your cloud. Okay, so all the things which are there on the configuration manager, or not all the things, there are few things whose workload is being shared with Intune, like the patching, or the policy management or application management. That can be patching. Patching means Windows update. Okay, that can be application management, app management. Okay, policy management, as well as compliance management. Then compliance. Okay, so these are the workflows which are being shared between configuration manager and Intune. So whatever the device is there on SCCM, and once it is being migrated with the help, there is a tool, configuration manager tool we call it, CM tool. Okay, this tool is used to migrate the device to Intune. So this tool will integrate the device to Intune, and the device will be known as the co-managed device here. Now, in the configuration profile, what it is saying, if the device is co-managed also, you can manage the profile, the same configuration profile you can create that you had on configuration manager. So coming to the profiles here, okay. So we have a scenario that you need to use Intra and Intune to manage members of developers department. Developers department, just make it sure. In Contoso, you have been asked to evaluate the solution that would enable the users to work effectively and securely on Windows 11 devices. Aaron Nicholas has volunteered to help you to test and evaluate the solution and provide feedback. Whatever the policy or configuration we are going to configure, we would be needing a test user to test the same, whether it is working perfectly or not. So there is a requirement that the gaming section in settings should not be visible. Okay, this is the requirement from the configuration end. The privacy section in settings should be restricted as much as possible. This folder must be excluded from Windows Defender. To proceed, devbuild.exe must be excluded from Windows Defender. Most used apps and recently added apps should not be displayed on the start menu. So these are the requirement. Now, on the basis of these requirements in the organization, you might also be asked that you block this particular setting, you enable this particular setting, like memory integrity in Windows Defender. So in Windows Defender, we have so many things that can be managed from your Intune from for the security perspective. Then talking about the files and folders, whatever the files or folders you have, you can manage their settings, whether you can allow to the standard user, or means it is just accessible by the admin only, standard user cannot access it. Okay, so like this. And coming to the application also, you can block the exes also, means those applications which are not trusted in your organization, or your organization don't want those application. So what they will do, they will give you the list of those exe or msis. What you have to do, you have to go and add them in the list that these are not allowed. You will configure a policy or setting, you will add them that this is not allowed to be downloaded. If they will download it also from some source and they will try to launch that application to install it, it won't work. So we are going to do the same thing here. What is going to do, verify device settings. So we are going to configure a policy here. And launched devices, device manage configuration. Okay, so new policy, we'll be creating it. We are going to create for the Windows device, Windows 10 and later. Profile type will be choosing templates. So in the templates, we have to search device restriction. Okay, I have selected device restrictions. Name is going to be Contoso developer standard. So first requirement was to block the gaming section setting. Okay, so we have created this. Next, in the configuration settings tab, expand control panel and settings. So if you are going to configure any setting, so you will be told that these are the settings needs to be enabled, these are the setting needs to be blocked. Or if you have to decide from your end, then you can take the help of the Microsoft Learn page about the settings, that if I'm going to configure these settings, is it going to create any conflict or anything. So we have to avoid the conflict as well. The previous policy whatever we have, it should not create the conflict with it. Any doubt till here?
No.
Okay, so we are going to configure that settings app. Gaming, here we have gaming. Okay, block access to gaming in settings app. We will block this. Start section, now we will come to start. Block next to, okay, scroll down and on the same, okay, on the same page start section, scroll down and select block next to most used apps. Okay, recently added apps, recently opened items in. On the same page, scroll down, expand Microsoft Defender antivirus. We have to configure that as well. Defender antivirus. Microsoft Defender antivirus exclusion. So we have to exclude developer.exe. Okay, that this C drive dev projects folder. Microsoft Defender antivirus exclusion is here. Files and folders, we'll mention this. So like that means when you are creating any policy, you can add other files and folders as well. You will get the list of those and then you can add them. File extensions, okay. In the processes, we are going to add this. So this will be excluded. This exe will be excluded. Any user, if wants to access this, that user will be able to access it. Next, next, next. Okay, we have created it. Now, whom we have to assign it? We have to assign it to the developer device groups. Means all the developers that we have, will be assigning the policy to them. Same way, different set of the policies can be created. If you are creating for a particular group, then in only one policy you can create the things. You can add all those settings what you have to configure for that particular group. So they are saying to create one group named as Contoso developers, all devices Contoso developer development. So we don't have the users at the moment in the platform, or let's do it. Okay, we'll be creating the group. New group Contoso developer devices. Hmm.
Vipin, what is the difference between profiles and policies?
Profiles are the policies only. You can call configuration profile or configuration policy. If I'll search the
Okay.
difference between configuration policy and configuration profile. Configuration profiles and configuration policy both manage the device settings in modern device management MDM. But profiles generally refers to XML-based settings bundles, often for Apple devices, while policies specifically in Intune act as flexible rules applied to users group to enforce configurations such as security apps and device restriction. So they are mainly the same, but they function. Configuration profile functions on the XML files, okay, and configuration policies functions as per the Microsoft.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are almost same.
Because when I read, they mentioned the local user profile, then enterprise roaming
Hmm.
profile, then mandatory profile, and then temporary
That is
profile,
that
which
is
you
the
can
different thing.
find.
That is the different thing usually.
Yeah.
So
Those things they ask in the
interviews and
and also in this
so with
one.
the help of actually they are pushing the certificates and all. So that is why there is a confusion to everyone that why the configuration policy and profiles are the same, but they are same in terms of the templates or in terms of the settings. But there are few things which are different. That is configuration profiles works on the XML part, okay, XML thing and configuration policies works with the settings and all that we have. Windows settings level or security settings level. So
Okay.
if you'll talk about the policy, so that is related to the security or that is related to rules or regulation. If you talk about the profile, that is related to some access, okay, or some functionality that you want to add, some settings functionality that you want to add, like Wi-Fi, VPN, profile,
Yeah. Yeah. They mentioned VPN, Wi-Fi, or disable camera.
certificate
Uh,
or something. If you want to disable or enable something, that is called policy. So focuses on enforcing security, compliance or restriction. Okay, that is called configuration policy and configuration profile, which is Wi-Fi, VPN and email or something you want.
Functionalities
Yeah, functionalities if you want to add certificates or something.
focus on enforcing security compliance or restrictions such as disabling camera usage or enforcing BitLocker.
Mm-hmm. This was a good question, by the way.
Uh, so, how many questions they ask in the like if you're going for certification? 40 to 50 questions.
So number of questions related to the configuration profile, there will be 4 to 5 questions I expect, or more.
Okay.
Yeah, more might be there, but usually they ask related to the scenario that we have so and so scenario. So which policy or what you are going to configure means we have organization Wi-Fi. It's not working in one of the end users devices. What you gonna check? They'll give you the option. You're going to check the configuration profile. You are going to check the compliance of the device. Like this they will give the option.
Okay.
Out of that you have to choose that what you gonna check it, what will be the steps. They will give the steps also. You will go to setting devices and configuration profiles, will look for the configuration profile. So like that they will give the options, and in under those options you have to choose that which option is correct.
But everything is, they give the choice, all the 40 to 50 questions for the
No, no, no,
certification.
no, no. All the 40 questions you don't have the choice. You will be having the drop downs also. You will be having the
Oh,
multiple choices also. You will be have to means drag and then place
drop.
these steps, all
Right.
those things. Then it comes that you will be having the lab material also, means the lab that I have like this. They will give you a lab on the right side of the screen, and on the left side there will be 8 to 9 scenarios that you have to implement over the device.
You have to copy and paste.
No, 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 not copy and paste.
You have to create.
Like this, it's here added that create a console developer device group. Okay. They will give
Yeah,
you the
yeah.
name, they will give you the name and everything they will give you, and then you have to create the group here.
Oh, they
They,
don't give you the steps to create, right?
no, no, they just like steps here are here we have the steps given. You won't be
Yeah.
getting the steps there.
Or you won't be getting the
Just
steps there.
yeah, just the task you will get. Like that task you will get to create a configuration policy based on the scenario. So they will give you the scenario that so and so is the scenario. Create the profile.
Oh, okay.
So mainly like this only the scenarios you will get. So that is why I'm covering this. That is the main
Oh,
agenda.
okay. Well, it's for 1 hour, 40 minutes around.
Yeah, it is about 1 hour 40 minutes. But the exam is where means proctor is very much active to see you whether you are doing it correctly or not.
Oh, if you take it from online, right?
Yeah, means if you are taking it, you should be well prepared with the things. That is why I'm sharing these things to everyone every day. But I don't see people being interested in it. I don't know. So autopilot part means I'm also not getting that much of enthusiasm as of now because only 3 people are there with me. So I don't want to continue. If you have any doubt or anything, I can take it up. I think I have to extend the session. I was thinking that the session I will be stopping on 28th of Feb, but I expect I have to extend it till 10 March or 6 March.
Okay.
Because if you will talk about the topics that I have to cover, so we have only few topics left. Okay, that is about the co-management, which I'll be talking about. Then after that, autopilot. Once autopilot is complete, then application is pending. Okay, application configuration and vulnerability management. And after that, this is scripting part is pending. Then uh, what is pending? Okay, so any hint from anyone? Something if it is pending, I will note it down. Something, some more things are pending, like configuration policies completed. Okay, kiosk mode, configuring the kiosk mode. So that is also
Okay.
pending.
A
Then
protection.
app app protection policy that will be that will be doing in the application management. Okay, then configuration policy to configure iOS and iPad, that we haven't done it. We'll be doing that as well. So then using group policy analytics to validate GPO support in Intune, Windows client policy that we'll be doing. Monitor device and users activity in Intune, deploying cloud apps. Okay, that application thing we will covering it. Protection policies, multi-factor authentication, which is now mandatory, no, not required to be done as of now. Self-service password reset for users account and intra, so this is also part of the syllabus. Then configure validating device compliance, so compliance policies, configuring endpoint security using Intune, configuring disk encryption using Intune. So that comes totally in the compliance policy. Deploying Windows 11 with Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. Then autopilot is there at last. Okay, I stopped sharing my screen. Let me share it so that you guys can also see the topics. So from tomorrow, I will be moving quickly over the topics. I'll complete
Sure.
I'll complete the autopilot first. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. Then in the meantime, we have, okay, configuration policy. Almost I have covered it. But if there is any doubt, Jamin or Rajagopal or Masnam, you have any doubt regarding configuration policy, I can take it up again. It's also important topic. Okay, configuration policy. Modify an assigned configuration policy. Also, you can modify the settings. So there can be a requirement that you have blocked something for all the users or global policy you have applied, and now a user is coming and asking for the exception. How you gonna achieve that?
Think you can
What?
exclude at the US user level as well, because when you add policies or profiles to the entire group,
Mm-hmm.
there's option to exclude as well, I feel.
Correct. So in the assignment section, you have the exclusion groups also option. Okay. So once you will exclude, create a group of that user, means that user will be included as a member, and you will assign that group to exclusion group of that policy, exclusion part, then that particular user will be excluded from that policy. So simple force device synchronization from Intune Admin Center. So how we force it? We go to the device. There is a sync button. We click on the sync. It will sync within 5 minutes. So this was here. We have almost completed this lab.
Yeah,
I'll copy and give you in the document. Okay, everyone.
sure.
So that you can go through these steps in your tenant as well. Uh, just remind me in the group for the lab that we did, configuration policies. I will give you. Previous lab was enrolling devices. Everyone might be having it. I have created the document and shared. This one is pending. Then kiosk mode we'll be covering tomorrow. Configuring the kiosk mode. Why it is required kiosk. That is very important to know because mainly in the organization it is being asked in the interviews like that if you are required to configure a kiosk. So what is kiosk? So kiosk is something means the device which can only manage a particular application, means other application or other functionality won't be there, only one
You are the
application.
single application, right?
Yeah, single application. If we'll talk about exam centers, you would have attended the exams in the online exam centers. You would have seen that there all the devices that we have only the exam portal opened. Other portal won't work. So that is a kiosk device. The device has been configured with the kiosk detail that it should launch only that particular site in the browser.
Example, if you go to airport, you will see for printing the boarding passes, you'll
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
kiosk.
Yeah, that are also the kiosk devices. If you'll go to the theater, also you will see the devices which
Yeah,
are there.
correct.
So it's like that only. We'll be covering these steps that how we configure those settings, and we'll move ahead then. Today I'm also not feeling that much energetic due to the availability and presence of the people in the session.
Sure, Vipin. Yeah, take care.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much guys for joining for the day.
Thank you.